from Adventure Time Outdoors. I was looking through my fire kit this morning and I noticed I was running out of materials. So I figured it'd be a good idea if we hit the trails today. We'll take a look around and see if we can find some good natural materials to char. And also I'm going to make some charcoal off, and maybe we can take a break and have some lunch. So stick around, guys, and I'll give you a look at the scenery. So guys, I found this standing dead here. It looks like it's recently just fallen over. I'm going to take it down all the rest of the way, and I think it's an old piece of hemlock, but I think I can. I want to give this a try and see if I can get a bowl drill set out of it. So I'm going to steal a piece of this and give it a try. Gotta love the tobacco. Now when you've seen light, fluffy yellow birch like this, the processing's almost done for you. Don't pass it up. Collect a nice big pocket of it. You'll definitely use it up. And it's this will probably just take a spark right away from a ferrocerium rod. You probably don't even need to process it down at all. But it's worth the time. Hey guys, so we're out here today. I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at what I carry on my fire kit, and in the means of I guess natural tinders that I carry with me. I carry a bunch of regular stuff that most of everyone else carries, and I want to talk about my favorite fire making method, the one that I find is the best for me. So first, I guess we're going to start with this. I used to carry this on my around my neck, and I found it was a little bit too heavy. It's a 5-inch long, 1/2-inch thick ferrocerium rod. I also keep a chunk of fat wood on it and some jute twine. I just keep them all together in a little bundle. The jute's basically there for emergencies if something ever happens where I need to I can't find any dry material. This will burn pretty well, and it gets pretty hot for considering what it is, and it's useful for other things too if you need it for cordage or whatever. I've basically done like a paracord bracelet, I guess you'd say, and it just kind of twists it up. I cut a little chunk off of it every now and then, fluff it up, and it's easy to take a spark. So that's basically one thing I carry with me. Also, I have my Leatherman pouch here. I don't know if you can see it, but I also have a ferrocerium rod on there too, which I've glued a fat wood handle on. So we've got a little extra tinder there if ever needed. So I also keep this pouch on me. I used to keep it on my belt, but I found it a little bit large, and I found it a little bit uncomfortable. But I keep it on my kit. It keeps everything together nice. I'll show you what I keep inside here also. But I'm going to bring the camera in a little closer and give you guys a close-up of it so you can see really what we're looking at. Stick around. Alright, so here we have our kit. It used to just attach to the knot, but I put it on a toggle. I find it holds up better. A little piece of birch that I had found. So inside of it, I've got 2 Altoid stins. Both of them which you can use to make a char cloth, but I don't use that for my char cloth. I use another tin that I have over here. I use this tin. But inside each one of these, I have a piece of leather which I just changed for when I'm doing a bowl drill set to carry my ember. I have a piece of fat wood. Got my stone. Piece of chaga that I've already used for tea, but once I've boiled it for tea and I've got all the goodness out of it, I basically just put it aside. I let it dry up again, and then it catches a spark real easy. Got a couple of pieces kind of broken up. But as you can see inside of here, I've got my steel and a bunch of really beaten up char cloth. It's a bunch of old stuff that I've had just sitting in the bottom of my tin for a while now. But that's basically one of the tins inside of my kit. So we'll just take this, put it aside for now. In the other tin, I keep some tinders. I've got some pieces of fat wood, some more jute twine, some more chaga, which this I've also used for tea, but now it's used up for tea, and another piece of fat wood. And here I have some pieces of charred amadou. Now on those really wet and moist days, when you're having a hard time getting a coal, this stuff, when you put a spark on there, gets extremely hot. It burns hot like wood, or almost. But if you put that inside of your tinder bundle, the coal lasts a long time. It's quite easily sparked with a flint and steel. And to use your flint and steel with a piece of charred amadou, same thing. Pinch it in like this. Don't push too hard because it will break. But there we go. We got a coal. It grows quite large and gets pretty hot right away. So this is quite a good piece of tinder to use and to keep inside your kit. I'll just stick that in here. On top of that fire kit I just showed you, I also have a ferrocerium rod that I keep on my Jeff White knife. I've also put a fat wood handle on there. So guys, I just want to tell you a little reason why I like this flint and steel so much. One time I was out ice fishing, and I walked probably about a kilometer or just under a kilometer out into the out in the snow, pulling my sled. I had all my gear inside, my 10 lines, my auger, my lunch, my Coleman stove. I mean, I was packed to the gills. I should have been okay. But as I got out, discovered that I got everything set up, got my holes drilled. We're walking the snow up to my knees. So I was pretty gassed once everything was done, and I really needed some time just to sit down and refuel the batteries with some good lunch and a coffee and some water. And that was probably my first mistake I made, is I didn't bring any water with me. What I did was I was planning on just taking some snow from the area, boiling it up, and then having teas and coffees and things like this, and just some straight up boiled water. But I didn't bring water with me, and walking through all that snow, I built up kind of a sweat. Started getting hot. It was really cold outside. It was minus 20 degrees. I did a lot of things wrong that day. Anyway, so I went to light my Coleman stove. My lighter froze because it was like minus 20, minus 25 with the wind, and I was like, oh man, what am I gonna do? But I had my ferrocerium rod, so I tried sparking it, and I dropped it in the snow. I got the Coleman stove lit, but I dropped my ferrocerium rod in the snow. It's one of those small Swedish ones. It went into the snow right in front of my feet, and you'd think I'd be able to find it. No way, it was gone. I dug up the whole area, I moved things around, and I just couldn't find it. I probably ended up tossing it somewhere. It was stuck to a hard piece of snow or whatever it was, but it was gone. So anyway, I had my flint and steel inside my pack still, and as the day went on, as the morning went on, I started cooking my breakfast. My Coleman stove, my propane canister froze. So I lifted it up, just trying to wiggle it around a little bit just to see what was going on. And the check valve on the bottle, from what I understand, got stuck open, and the fuel was just pouring straight through the line and into my stove, and it burst into flames, the whole thing. So I unscrewed the bottle, and when I looked at the bottle to just try to stop the gas from coming out, the canister was shooting flames right out of the front of the hole. So I just launched the canister into the snow, and I was waiting for it to blow up. It never did. It just kept shooting flames out of it until either the check valve closed back up again or ran out of gas. Felt pretty empty after when I went to retrieve it to see what the hell happened. But anyway, I pulled out my flint and steel and some char cloth, and I had a couple pieces of birch inside my thing, so I was able to strip off some of the bark, and I was able to light the fire, and I was actually able to stay warm, and I finished my day fishing, and I think I caught 2 fish. So the whole day was really almost a bust. And being out in cold like that, far, running out of gas, it was just, I mean, me running out of gas was kind of an eye-opener of not to be too careless and never to be too unprepared. So, anyway, this is why I like a char cloth. My ferrocerium rod is very good also. I've had lighters fail on me, even the good big ones that people seem to love so much, and they are probably one of the best that are out there. But in high winds and in really cold temps, sometimes they just don't, they freeze and they don't perform the way they're supposed to. So anyway, this is why I like this, because it doesn't matter how windy it is, you can always get a spark out of it. Inside here, I've got some just loosely packed jean material. We just leave it all inside there. I use a tin with a hole in the center, but one thing you have to keep an eye on is sometimes that hole gets clogged with the I don't know, some kind of slag or whatever. There's some goop that comes out of the material. So just cover it up, make sure it's nice and tight, and just drop it right up on top. Now the heat's going to get to it. Ooh, it's hot. The heat's going to get to it, and you're going to start seeing smoke coming out of the hole on top. Once the you may even see a flame from time to time, but there will be no flame getting to it because it's just the gases burning off. But it's already started. I'm going to let that go for a bit. And when the smoke stops, we'll take it off the fire, and we'll put it aside and let it cool. When it's completely cool, we can check out our char cloth and see how good we did. So it's been on there for a while now. There's still a little bit of smoke coming out. It kind of goes and comes and goes. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off. We'll let it cool. I'll take out the pieces that are done, and if there's any pieces that still need some work, we'll slap it right back on there right after my lunch is done. So here's our tin. It's cool to the touch, and our char cloth's looking pretty good. There's some pieces in here you'll see. You can see right there, still got a little bit of brown on it. We can chuck those back in there for a little bit, and we'll put these aside. The ones that are nice and soft and all black, we'll put in the tin, and the ones that need to be recooked or recharred, we'll put back in the tin, and we'll throw back on that fire again until we get it. All right, so here we have the rest of our char. Looks very good. No more brown spots. Everything's nice and black, nice and soft. So we should be good to go. Let's just, I'll take this one's a little bit still hard, but we'll give it a test anyway and see what happens. Sorry. All right, so here we have our flint and steel, and we'll just give it a try and see how it goes. A good spot here. There we go, we have our ember. This is one of the harder pieces, so it's still good. You can still use it. As you can see, guys, in this tin, we've got a full tin, a full Altoids tin full of char cloth. Ooh, almost dropped it. And that's many fires right here. And with a piece like this, you could split that in half and use that if you have a really good tinder bundle. So, I mean, there's many fires in this little tin, just out of that tinder bundle, out of that char cloth. So, like as usual, guys, thank you again for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I think I've kind of worked out my editing issues. So I'm hoping you enjoyed the editing and the quality of this video better than some of my others. And you know, if you think it's an improvement, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll keep on going. I want to give you guys the best I can. So anyway, you guys take care, and see you on the trails, and get out and explore. Take it easy, guys.